What's up, my name is Devin, I also go by Infinite or Proud by Infinite, and today I'm gonna be showing y'all the sauce on how to make Spanish inspired West Coast melody. Let's get it. All right, so y'all know the deal. All these loops are in the legacy kit, so if you want to get them, first link in the description. So this one right here is called Rankings, and as you can see, the guitar is bounced out in a waveform, but that was just because, like, you know, Contact be tripping sometimes. So when it comes to these guitar melodies, my favorite VST to go to, or maybe not VST, but Contact Bank, is the IIInfinite. I hope that's how you say it. I've been using this one for years. Tried and true. It is reliable. I'm not getting paid to say this. It's solid, bro. It's just a really good guitar. It's one of my favorites, bro. So you might see this melody right here and be like, yo, Infinite, I don't know how to do all that. I'm gonna show y'all what it sounds like first, and then I'm gonna break down how to make it. Hard, right? Goes hard, right? All right, cool. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna build a chord. All right, we'll just go like this. Boom, 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 boom. Then I do things like this, like I'll pitch it up an octave just so it sounds a little bit different and everything like that. But here's like the real sauce. You just build a regular chord or just whatever type of chord that you like, and then you just start cutting in your melody. Something like that. And then you can keep this in the beginning right here, or you can get rid of it. So watch, we're gonna do something like this. And watch. And there you go. You can just make melodies just like that. So just get the chord, start slicing and experimenting, and just make something that sounds cool to you. And then for the effects, all I did was just throw on RC20 right here. Ignore that because I purchased this. Ignore that. And then I threw on Valhalla Vintage Verb right here. Then after that, you know, I gotta layer it with like a pad or a synth or something like that. I got the clear preset out of Analog Lab, and I layered down the original chords before they were chopped up. Now, usually when it comes to the guitar stuff, I try to get something very ambient so it can be in the background and really be like a layer. But I thought it would just be really cool to have something a little bit more present, kind of detuned a little bit, and just has like a cool like synth texture. It made it a little bit more different, unique, which I really enjoyed. Then I mean, like, come on, y'all know me, bro. SRX strings, the default preset. I love the string runs. I never really get tired of them. And with these, all you got to do to get that sound is just throw on a bunch of delay and a bunch of reverb. That's all you got to do. After that, got the felt piano. I put down the root notes right here just to get that like dark, deep piano feel and everything like that. It just really helps with like the dark vibe. It helps create impact. So when people put drums on it, it makes it sound a little bit harder and everything like that. Real dark, real evil, real like menacey. You feel me? And then after that, got this E-Trizzle Deep Rezo bass. This is in the E-Trizzle Deluxe Drum Kit. It is available on gatekeepsounds.com. So if you want to get that, y'all know where to find it. And as you can see, nothing too crazy with this loop. Like, it's very like achievable. And with that being said, this is what it sounds like when you put it all together. This loop right here is called Billions, and I was heavily inspired by EBK. So let's start off with the guitar first, and then we'll get on into the other elements that really make it have that vibe. So this one, I really just got the chords, and then I did like little licks and pause and like runs and kind of like accents on top. So it's kind of like making a chord progression like this right here, but then doing like little counter melodies on top as well. And once again, my Contact is tweaking, but it is the IIInfinite nylon guitar. I'm just gonna show y'all what it sounds like. So when it comes to effects, all I did was put this UAD LA2A compressor on it. Just kind of like makes it louder, makes it compressed, you feel me? Whatever compression means. And then I also threw on this vintage verb right here. Then next, just to get the vibe going, you know, got the tubular bell, just making sure that everything sounds dark, has impact. And then very similar to the rankings loop that we just went over, I got like a synth detune kind of thing to sit in the background and kind of like help fill everything out. That's hard. Like, you can damn near make a loop out of that. Then I brought out a VST that I'm sure a lot of us have not seen in a while, but I got the Vocal Runs 2 VST, got the Minor Kit 1. I've always seen people ask like, yo, how do I get them in key? How do I get them like on blah, 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 and anything like that? In my personal experience with using this VST, I only use the notes of the key that I'm in. You feel me? So with these chords right here, we're in G sharp minor. So look, I'll switch the scale real quick so it's easier. So whenever I'm using the Vocal Runs VST, I'm only using the G sharp minor notes. But if you click on this one right here, that one's tuned to C. If you click on this one, it's the same run, but it's like tuned to E. You feel me? So hopefully that helps y'all kind of understand how to use this VST. I don't know if that's the correct, proper way to use it or anything like that, but that's personally how I've been using it for the past few years, and it's been working out well for me. And let's go over the effects real quick because the effects greatly change the sound. So this is what it sounds like without the mixer preset on it. What I really got on it is, this is just like a custom one that I made that I really like to use. So it has Valhalla Supermassive with the Make Everything Better preset. I mean, if you want a screenshot, hit a screenshot. I got this EQ right here, taking out all of the low end, a lot of the low mid, and a good amount of the high end. I have Shaper Box, panning it left to right. And I turned the mix down to 65, so it's not completely going to the right, it's not completely going to the left, it's just kind of like bouncing in between. Got Fin Micro, I believe this is a free VST, you feel me? Adding a flanger. And then I got the good old trusty Valhalla vintage verb. I ain't gonna lie, I think it's like 50 bucks. I use this every day and it sounds so good. Even though like 50 felt like a lot for a reverb, it was worth it just because I use it so much. All right, the next up, I got this Xenology synth bass. Telling y'all right now, when I was making the legacy kit and I made all 100 loops, I was using Xenology a lot throughout the whole process. So in a lot of my breakdowns, you're gonna see Xenology. So the preset that I used was the AX Rezo Bass 1, and this is the pattern that I used right here. Really just following the root notes, you know, standard procedure, none too crazy. So let's get into how it sounds real quick. And then to accompany that bass, I kind of got on like my Benny X stuff, and I did like one bass, but then I also accompanied it with like another sound. So usually like with like the EBK stuff and like the sax Stockton stuff, it'll go boom, 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 boom. But to make it like a little bit more interesting, a little bit more different, I changed that last sound to something else. So that is playing the wow, wow, wow. I'm gonna just show y'all because I feel like that's better than me trying to tell y'all. Take that trick, you feel me? Like, go do it in your beats and your loops and everything like that. Like that little technique thing right there, steal that from me, bruh. Steal it from Benny X. And with that being said, here is the full loop.